So here off the coast of Charleston, South Carolina, we can see a really interesting example of coastal restoration on this island called Crab Bank. This had been a really important stopover for breeding birds in the summer, but over many years, this island had lost a lot of its high ground. And from the before shot that we see here from 2009 to this image from 2017, we can see just how much of this island had been lost. This is a problem because back in the day, this was a really important stopover for a number of migratory birds like these brown pelicans. So an opportunity came about when the shipping channel into the Port of Charleston, which is just over here, was being dredged. A lot of the dredge spoils from that project were used to re-nourish this island. So to see that in progress, I can click into my note over here and take a look at this comparison, again, looking at that 2017 image to this one from 2021. So we can track, starting in September of that year, when this activity actually began. And we can even see, more specifically, some of the examples from activity on the ground, which look like this, on that satellite imagery. If we come back into Lens, you can see that I made a note over here that by 2021, in December, we get something that looks like this. Really big change from this before where there was no high ground at all to now we can see there's an island again. This was really important because even by that following nesting season, we could see that this island was back in use by a number of species, including this pair of nesting black skimmers. We can see Charleston in the background here. So with Lens, it's really easy to get up-to-date imagery so that we can see changes in progress just like this. So if I wanted to go and see what this looked like today, I could come over to this Order tab and very easily see what images we currently have available from all of these different commercial vendors, including, for instance, this one from Airbus. If I want to get a quick preview of what that looks like, I can pull that up here and see that this 235 acres worth of imagery would cost me $14 to order. So if I wanted to do that, I can have that ready to go in Lens to monitor at any time. Coming back to my notes over here, you can see, aside from just making these before and after observations and toggling between the changes like this, we can also start to quantify some of the change that we see. In this case, you'll see here that we did an analysis of change in surface water. This was really helpful because it helped us to date the exact time when this restoration activity began. So if I click into this note, you can see imagery from Sentinel-2, and this is a surface water index that tells us where there's dry land or open water. So there's our before and our after. To quantify this change, we can use our analysis tool, which is built right into Lens. If I open up the analysis right from this note, I can measure the change in surface water going back to when Sentinel launched in 2015. I can run that analysis, and right away I can see all of the variation here where we may have had, let's say in a before image, mostly open water in this area, to now at the end of 2021. So let's pull, for instance, maybe this image from the end of November. You can see again before and the after. So it makes it really easy in Lens to track these changes, to measure them, and to monitor the success of projects like this.